Hi and welcome to our semi-final between Eldar and the forces of Nurgle. Having spent some time in the webway, they seem to have appeared on a new planet, and I think they appeared in a ruined city. This is a little different from the last two types of terrain, because this time there are not so many places you might hide behind, get cover. I think it's a little advantage for the forces of Nurgle because they are heavily armored, the Terminators, the Land Raider, and they're capable of, especially the 4 less cannons and the heavy bolters, they're capable of shooting the enemy at a long range. But let's see.
Okay, hi folks. This is the 1000 point Nurgle Chaos Space Marine army. The small detachment is led by a Chaos Lord in Terminator armor. He's equipped with a conversion field, a plague sword, and Nurgle's rod. Behind him are 3 Death Guard Terminators, which all have chain axes and twin bolters. Furthermore, we have a squad of 6 Plague Marines, which are equipped with their plague knives and bolt guns, and of course their plight grenades. In the heavy support section, we have a Chaos Land Raider with a twin heavy bolter in the turret, which had a 360-degree firing arc, and in the side sponsons twin-linked less cannon each. Furthermore, we have 4 plague bearers, which are still in the warp and may be summoned during the battle. As you know by now, we have collect summoning points in case of Nurgle for each wound scored either in close combat or shooting. You will receive 1 summoning point, except if the model has the mark of Nurgle, the summoning points are doubled for each wound. Okay guys, that's the 1000 point of Nurgle.
Okay, and here are the Eldar. The force is led by a Farseer represented by the Warlock model with a Power Fist, Chainsword, Lace Pistol, and this Blazer Field and the Aegis Suite. It's a level 4 psycho, of course, as a Farseer with a stretch rating of 4. I've got 3 Swooping Hawks with frag and crack grenades. I've got 2 Xocks, one of them the Swooping Hawk, the other one a Dog Reaper. And I've got a Warwalker with a scatter laser and a heavy plasma gun. The second squad of Xock warriors are the Striking Scorpions. I got 7 of them. They've got shuriken pistols, they've got chain swords, and they've got Mandi blasters, but against toughness 5, I think they will prove useless. And I've got my 7 Guardians, beautiful old models. They've got shuriken catapults, so I should have a lot of sustained fire, but with a short range. And I'm not sure if they're capable of harming the Terminators at all. Okay, and these are my 1000 points.
Okay guys, the forces have been deployed. First the Death Guard because of the stretch rating of 3 for deployment. I put my Land Raider in the center line of my deployment zone. Right beside the Land Raider is my army commander, and the Plague Marines occupy the Imperial Firebase. Yeah, maybe you've noticed my Terminators are not deployed because my opponent played the strategy card delayed, so they will move on in the first turn of my movement phase. Okay, the Eldar forces.
I put my striking scorpions at the left side of my deployment zone, so they are hidden by some of the ruins. It is rather in the middle of my deployment zone, able to target the Land Raider, and my Psych is hidden behind the wall over there. They are hidden behind the rock, and I put the Dark Reaper Xock into this ruin, as well as the Swooping Hawk Xock and a squad of 3 Swooping Hawks.
Okay, so we roll off for starting the battle. The Chaos Marines have a stretch rating of 5.
We have got 4.
Plus
so
3.
Let's see who goes first.
So
5.
the Eldar got the first turn of the battle. Okay, guys, we'll back at the end of the first turn of the Eldar.
Okay, that's the end of my first round's movement phase. All of them went flying high. He remained where he was in order to be able to shoot. They moved just some 2 or 3 inches in order to be able to leg it in the end, just if the next battle portal appears over there. He remains hidden. My Farseer, he moved forward some 5 inches, and they even ran in order to get closer towards the middle of the battlefield. Now I'm really torn between wasting all of my firepower for several turns onto the Land Raider, as it was during the last battles we played against Nurgle, or just maybe trying to kill some of the other models. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah? I let him target the enemy army commander.
I suppose he has the fast shot Xock ability. Okay, so 2 hits.
Dice.
Or 2 dice.
Should,
2 dice to hit. Okay.
Should hit on a 2+. Both of them.
Okay.
Strength toughness is 8 versus 5 or 6. It should be 2 as well. Yep, both of them. And now we've got a Terminator save at -6.
Okay, that
which
means
is 9
plus 2 times.
Yep, the first of them. Oh, you've already nearly succeeded. And the second, no. And I think you've got a conversion field.
Yeah, okay, 2 times of 4 plus unmodified save. Yes.
So you're lucky. And I'll use my scatter laser onto the squad
of the Plague
Marines. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Because that's the only good thing about it. It's only -1.
What's the range?
But it's 60.
Okay, no problem.
But it's strength 6 versus your toughness 5.
Okay, that means 6 shots.
So here we go.
Okay.
All of them on a 3+, but I only target the ones in the open.
Okay.
So all possible 6 shots will be onto them. The other way to play it would be, all of them hit, so 3 on each of them. The other way would be to see if the majority of models is in or out of cover, and then say we'll take this one and hit all of them. The first one, strength 6 versus toughness 5, 2 of them, and you've got 2 armor saves at a 4, or on a 4+ rather, because of the -1. No, so one's dead. And 3 onto the next one. 2 of them. So another 2 4+ rolls for his armor. No, so 2 of them are dead. And I think they have to do a break test. Okay.
Okay, it's passed.
And they would have been able to use the army commanders.
Okay, then you have the heavy plasma gun as well.
Yeah. That's the maximum power. I don't know if it or he will survive.
Okay. And for the Land Raider or?
Yeah, the Land Raider. Okay. To hit. Yep. So I think it's a track +4 for the hull.
Mhm.
The hull on a 4. No, so it's only the track.
Okay.
And I've got D10 +6 D10. So the result of this one will be very important. No, it's only 15.
No, that's not enough to penetrate the tracks.
So,
Okay, I think this was the shooting phase.
And you've saved your...
There is
Battle
no
with armor.
hand-to-hand combat. So on to the psychic phase.
Just one dice, because we've only got one psyker. 2.
Okay, each receives one warp card. Okay.
Let's measure. Anybody within 36 inches. Oh, that's great. So I do Mind War using one force card onto your army commander. And because of the force card I played, I've now got 5. I think we were really unlucky last time. Okay, looking for 6s. Only one of them.
Okay, one wound, and that was the end of your turn, I think.
That's the end of my turn, and we'll be back after your first movement phase.
Okay, the first movement phase of the Death Guard is finished. My delayed Terminators moved on from the edge of the battlefield on the left-hand side. My Land Raider accelerated a few inches and went in the direction of the enemy. The army commander moved closer to the Land Raider in order that the swooping Hawk Sarge will try to charge or destroy the Land Raider in hand-to-hand combat. And the Death Guard Marines remained stationary and went on Overwatch. Okay, onto the shooting. There's not much which can shoot this turn. Only the Land Raider, and with the left Sponson Lescan, it will try to hit the Xock in the tower.
Reaper.
And with the Heavy Bolter and the other Lescan, it tries to hit the Warwalker. Okay, so onto the Xock. So it's a 5, but the Xock is in hard cover and has a stealth ability. So it's -3 to hit. Normally I would hit on a 3+, so only on a 6+, so it hasn't hit this time. And onto the Warwalker. First of all, the Heavy Bolter. No, and the other Lescan.
It hit.
Okay, yeah.
If you're, I think you're able to see it because it's a little taller than the ruins. Maybe a -1.
Okay, it's a twin-linked Lescan, so I have to roll where I hit. So it's 3. No, 2, sorry.
So 2 are the legs.
Okay. And the armor penetration is 3d6 + 9 for the Lescan each.
Might do it. It's 19.
So that's 19.
Okay, so the first one has penetrated and I'll use my ablative on it.
Okay, then the second Lescan. I've got, that's even more. That's 22.
Roll.
Okay, I roll for the damage chart for the legs. So hopefully a 6.
Number 2.
Only a 2.
The walker is not sprawling. It staggers D3 in a random direction, colliding with anything moved into. So let's stagger it. I do it right now.
Okay, a 3d6. Maybe it's colliding with the Farseer. No.
D3
3d6
is over
into
there.
the gap of the, I think.
A D3.
Yeah, 3 inches.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's no further damage dealt to the Warwalker.
Not yet. Yeah,
it can move normally next turn. It's just
but it's lost its
the special movement. Okay. So I think this was the shooting. There's no hand-to-hand combat, so on to the psychic phase. Again, 2 warp cards are dealt.
Another poor phase.
1 for me, 1 for you. Okay, Marcus. What's up?
I think I'm going to do Mind War onto the driver of your Land Raider.
But I think it's harder to hit.
Mm-hmm. Says
because he's in
Mind War may be
closed
used
vehicle.
on a vehicle crewman, but the Farseer only rolls 2d6 plus 1d6 per first card used.
Okay.
So it's 3d6 this time. No.
Okay.
That's unlucky.
That's the end of the psychic phase, and that means automatically the end of the first turn of the death card.
Okay, that's the end of my first movement phase. They remained airborne. The Dog Reaper Xock remained where he is. He'll try and kill some of the newly emerged Terminators. The Guardians moved just some 2 inches. The Psyker remained where he was. My Warwalker is going to try and use his scatter laser onto the Plague Marines inside the tower, whereas the striking Scorpions surged forward, and most important of all, my Swooping Hawk Exarch with the Power Fist came down in order to do some damage onto the track.
But he got
the
minus
Land
5
Raider.
strength because of its unpainted statue. Okay, first of all, I fire my Overwatch onto the charging striking Scorpions. So 4 remaining Plague Marines. We've agreed they receive a -1 to hit modifier because the striking Scorpions move through the city rubble. So they will only hit on a 4+ with their bolt guns. That means 3 hits.
On a 3+, because you've got
Strength 4, and you've got
toughness 3.
3, so 3+ to wound. So 2 were wounded.
And you've got
-1, so they have a 4+ aspect armor save, I think.
One of them, one is dead. Which one? Okay.
Hey!
So you got your first wound and even counts doubled.
Yes.
For summoning demons, points. Because you've got the mark of Nurgle, I think.
But I think now comes the retaliation from the Elder Force.
Okay.
So where do you want to start with your shooting?
I'd like to start with my Dog Reaper. I'll target 2 different
Terminators.
This one at the left and this one in the middle.
Okay.
2+, yep. Strength toughness 2+. One of them survives, and the other has got a 9+ Terminator save. No, 8.
Almost.
Close. Okay, and they've got to take a break test. Yep.
Yeah, they passed.
They're doing fine. While my
heavy plasma gun is recharging.
I'll use the scatter laser onto your forces inside the former Imperial Bastion or Firebase. I'll hit on a 5+ because of the -2. 6 shots fired. 1, just a single one. And this one has got strength 6 versus your toughness of 5 is 3+. Yep, I did it. But you've got a 4+ power armor save left. Yeah.
Which
they're really tough.
They're the Death Guard. So what do you expect other?
So it's on to the close combat and psychic phase afterwards. Close combat. I'll hit your track with my power fist. I've got 2 attacks plus another one for the 2 close combat weapons. So I've got 3 attacks. I'll use power fist and chainsword. And I get an additional d6. So I've got 2d6 plus d20.
Yeah.
Plus 8.
Okay, 2d6 plus d20 plus 8. So I think you should manage to penetrate the tracks. There's an armor value of 17. Okay.
I hope so. It all depends.
We have 3 attacks. Okay, the first attack, please.
On my d20 roll. 18. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So the second ablative, I think.
Okay, it's it has ablative, so it's spent.
Second
one.
Attempt. It's really bad.
Oh.
4 plus 8 is...
No, that's not enough. And the third hit, the last hit.
It's the worst. It's close to the worst possible result. Yep. 18 plus 5 plus 8 plus 2.
Okay, then you can roll on the damage chart.
Just once, and it's a 5.
Oh, that's good, I think. Okay, the track is blown off. The Land Raider moves out of control next turn and comes to a permanent halt for the rest of the battle.
Okay,
it can shoot, but it's not good for me because it can't reach any webway portal point. So that's very bad.
Then I'll use my follow-up, my 2-inch follow-up move to get away from the vehicle as well as your army commander.
Can you do a follow-up move?
Do even more damage to me.
But can you do a follow-up move? Because
technically, normally, if your
tank is not
Land Raider explodes,
but it doesn't explode.
Special roll if it moves towards my direction when going out of control. I can use an initiative test in order to see if I step aside. I don't know.
Okay, then the psychic phase.
Okay, I hope for a better result than 2 this time. Oh, 3.
3. So you got 2 warp cards. So let's take a look. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, any psychic powers?
No.
No? Okay.
The only thing I can try once more is to kill a member of your crew, because I think you've got 1 driver and 3 gunners. So let's say the heavy bolter gunner.
So 3 dice, please.
Not a single 6.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's the end of the psychic phase, and okay guys, that's the end of the second turn of the Death Guard. The Terminators went into the bunker, whereas the Land Raider went out of control and rammed the statue from behind, but wasn't harmed during the process.
It's typical for Nurgle. Ramming a statue of an Imperial Saint from behind.
My army commander moved slightly towards the tank. My 4 remaining Plague Marines remained stationary and went again on Overwatch. So I would say we can start with the shooting phase. The left side sponson again shoots onto the Xock in the tower, hits on a 6. No. The heavy bolter tries to hit the Xock
at a -3
on the right hand side. No, and
but at least it's unchained.
The Lescan tries to hit the Warwalker again. Yes?
Yep. I think so, this time he's gone.
3 is again the legs.
No, it's the weapon.
3 is the weapon, okay. Yeah.
You need 19 as always, 3d6 plus 9.
So 2 times because it's a twinning Lescan.
And as my ablative is already...
It's,
this one has passed.
20.
And the other one? Yep.
And
so you
again,
can roll
so 2 hits
twice for the weapon damage table.
Okay.
Which one is it? The one closer to you. So I'd say...
Difficult to say.
You may decide.
Just roll and then maybe it's a 6 and it... Oh, 2 6s.
2 6s. Okay.
Double dead.
The weapon explodes. The expansion flashes back to the Warwalker's engine, bypassing all armor and causing a secondary explosion. Roll on the engine damage table to find out what effect this second explosion has. So you may roll twice.
2 times. Double 1 this time. Double 6, double 1.
The Warwalker's controls are damaged, making it difficult to control. The Warwalker may only move or attack if you first roll a 4+ on a d6. So I need a 4+ first.
But is the weapon destroyed or?
It doesn't say so.
At a 6?
The first one, the weapon explodes, so one of them is gone. Let's roll for it.
Okay, 1 or 3, it's the heavy plasma gun.
Yeah.
It's the heavy plasma gun is destroyed for good.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the shooting phase.
And on we go with our psychic phase.
On we go with psychic phase, so Only one warp card is
single
dealt, but it
card.
doesn't make
Ah.
sense because I can't use any psychic. Oh, demonic attack.
Demonic attack. Oh, lucky.
Maybe can I retain it in hand? Unfortunately, no. Okay, then we'll back at the end of the third turn of the Eldar, and bye-bye.
Okay, the end of my third movement phase. They remained airborne. He'll try and shoot some of the Terminators again. They ran. Some of them have passed the razor wire, which cost them some movement. The others are still behind and will benefit from some cover. My Swooping Hawks Xock leapt back and will try to kill the tank once more. My Psyker remained where he is. I rolled a 4 for my Warwalker, so I think he might use his scatter laser onto the Chaos Space Marines, and they remained where they were. So let's start with shooting. It's my scatter laser, 6 dice on a 5+ onto the Chaos Space Marines. Last time I only had a single hit and this time none.
Yeah, okay, because they're in cover, that affects, and he has only a weapon skill of 3, I think.
Yeah.
It's not
3
so.
plus
It's
target.
not a dreadnought, of course.
Okay, and the 2 shots from my Dark Reaper Xock onto the Terminators, 1 on each of them, will hit on a 2+ because of the targeter, and ballistic skill is 6. 1 doesn't, the other one hits, and strength toughness 2+. No,
double 1
was really bad.
Okay, and then it's only the close combat left.
Close combat. 2d6 plus d20.
Okay,
plus
the hull or track?
8. I think I'm going to try the hull this time.
Because it doesn't make sense, because the track is blown off. So
Awesome.
you can't hit the track anymore.
And the outcome wasn't that great last time.
Okay, the hull.
Okay.
It's again d20.
Plus 2d6. But now it's stationary. I think I'd even because of
last turn it's
strength 8. It has
I don't know,
an
because last turn it moved slightly because it went out of control.
But I think because of strength 8 you'd even get an additional
if it's stationary, you get
D10 or
additional
stuff like that. Okay.
But I think for this turn, I would say he has moved last turn out of control.
So, first hit. 10 plus 8 is 18 plus 6 is...
Yeah. Okay, first.
So, next one. Yeah. 15, 6,
Yeah.
8 somewhat. And the third one, 20 plus 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
After 3 times at the hull, so I think that was the end of the Land Raider. Okay, then what happens? Exact to roll 3 times 1 or so.
Oh, 1 and 2 and 4.
I think I just read the 4 for the hull damage. The Land Raider's engine explodes, killing the crew. The tank is spun round to face in a random direction by the force of the explosion and then comes to a permanent hull halt. Like, what's there? We remove him.
Yeah. But this time I'm really allowed to do a follow-up move, and I'll do it towards there, just to increase the distance towards your army commander.
Okay. Then psychic phase?
As long as your demons don't appear, there's only one psyker. Oh, can't use a modifier, so that's it.
Okay. The end of the third turn of the remaining forces of the Death God. The 2 Terminators are going to hide. They don't move. The Plague Marines remained on Overwatch, and the only miniature which moved 4 inches towards the middle of the battlefield was the army commander, in order to shoot at the Xock. And I think we start with the shooting.
Yeah.
And he has a melter gun, a combi bolter melter. So he will hit on a 2+. No. Okay, that's the end of the turn of the Eldar. Of the Death Guard and the Psychic Phase. It's 2 force pods. Or 2 warp cards.
Oh. Oh.
I do nothing.
Yeah, that's really
Okay, and then the portal appears. Let's say
Okay.
1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, and the 4th location.
It says 1.
Okay.
So 1 is over there.
In your half of the battlefield, and I think it's not possible for any Death Guard model to reach, even if they ran completely.
Even if your demons could fly.
But maybe play just one more round. Okay, then we'll back at the end of the 4th round of the Eldar.
Okay, that's the end of my 4th movement turn. The Dark Reaper Exarch will go on Overwatch. The squad ran over there. I think all of these, the last row, is within a 3-inch template of the webway portal, and the points will count for the final result. My army commander ran. I think at the moment nobody can hit him with any long-ranged weapons, and he successfully rolled a 4, so I can use the scatter laser once more onto the Plague Marines, and they ran as well. Okay, so let's retry 6 dice. Oh, 2 hits. So 3 plus. Yep, both of them, and you've got a -1, so you need force.
No, okay, 2 are dead.
And so this will force you to make another break test. Okay, which they pass, of course. And now we've got the most interesting moment. We've got Swooping Hawk Xock versus Chaos Terminator Captain. I've got a weapon skill of only 6, whereas you've got 7, but I've charged. You have probably 4 attacks, me I've got 3. And I've got a turn aside blow as well. I'll use the Power Fist, the Chainsword, and together with my turn aside blow, I've got 3 parries or stuff like that. So let's see. Oh. Can you please re-roll your 6?
But I have 2 parries as well.
Okay.
Because of the Plague Sword and the Lightning Claw.
So let's leave it. I've got 4 plus 6, 10. Charging is 11. And you've got 13. So you've got 2 hits on me.
Okay, with the Lightning Claw. It's strength 8 versus toughness 3, 4.
Oh, it's 2 plus, of course.
Okay, 2 plus 2 wound.
Both of them wounded. So I think my normal armor won't save me because it's a 3 plus armor. But I've got a conversion field, no displacer field. No, the Dark Reaper has got a displacer. So I've got a conversion field. 2 rolls on a 4 plus. Oh. That's bad because he's only got 2 wounds. Brief.
Okay. And follow-up move.
And you've gained another 4 summoning points. Huh?
Oh, really?
Because you've done 2 wounds. And
I have 6 summoning points in total. So I can summon 3 Plague Bearers. But it doesn't matter because I won't be able to reach the webway portal in time. Okay, that's the end of the 4th round of the Eldar. Okay guys, that's the end of the 4th round of the Forces of Nurgle. My army commander heroically, inspired by the slaughter of the Swooping Hawk Exarch, ran towards the Farseer in the distance. But we have just measured the distances, and even if the army commander will leap 16 inches in the remaining 2 rounds, he will only be able to reach the barrels or casks. So he's not able to reach the webway portal, as well as the other 2 Terminators, or even the Plague Marines are neither able to reach the webway portal, so it's a decisive victory of the Eldar forces in the semi-final.
Oh, for now.
And they went on to the final. We have the first army for the final. That's the Eldar. As we maybe supposed at the beginning that we assumed that the Eldar are maybe a favorite on the title. But we'll see which army they will face in the final. So congratulations, Marcus.
Thank you.
And yeah, we hope you enjoyed the battle nonetheless. And we will like to see you on the other semi-final or the final. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.